Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's Figure Finds and Unboxing, I finally have another big box to unpack, as well as a couple of eBay and... oh, just eBay. I think they both came from eBay packages. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, you can see here I've got a big box, and then these couple other packages did come from eBay. And a couple weeks ago, I ordered some stuff, and I don't remember what's in these specifically. I've not gotten on my eBay to look and see what got delivered. I do know what is in. I got a big lot of stuff off Facebook in this box, but I don't remember at all what was in the lot. I just remember I saw it like one night before I was about to go to bed. And I was like, oh, this is a good deal. I bought it, and I only remember like two of the figures that are actually in this. So I'm excited to get it cracked open. I'm going to open up the eBay packages first just because those are a little bit smaller, and then we're going to open the big box and check everything out. Alright, eBay package number one is Elite 29 CM Punk, and then the Nakia figure from Wakanda Forever. So I have been showing off my Marvel Legends pickups a little bit more lately. This one was, both of these were super cheap, which is why I got them. I wasn't necessarily on the hunt for more CM Punks, but this Elite 29 figure I had multiple times in my collection and ended up using it to either make different CM Punks or just got rid of. I didn't love this figure. I thought it was just okay. What I'm probably going to do is fix it up so it looks more like his match when he fought Brock Lesnar. I think this is the attire he had on. So I'm probably just gonna fix it up a little bit and make it look a little better. Add the tattoos on the shoulders. I did consider, so I would like to make an Ultimate Edition CM Punk. I just have not really sat and figured out what attire I'd like to do it in. So so this figure doesn't necessarily have to do with that, but it's on the table as far as an Ultimate Punk. And then the Nakia, the Wakanda Forever figure, I normally don't buy loose Marvel Legends because I want to get the Build-A-Figure pieces. But I honestly don't have a lot of desire to build the Atuma figure. He was important to Namor in Wakanda Forever, but he really wasn't important to the movie. It could have been anyone in the role that they had for him. So typically when we get Build-A-Figures that just don't have a big deal to do with the movies or a comic that I'm not really interested in, I'm okay picking up some of those figures loose. And I'm not going to pick up a lot of those Wakanda Forever figures, so I got these two from the same seller. He was selling them both for like $9, I want to say. So I only paid a little over $20 for these together, which I was really happy for because it's hard to find CM Punk figures. It's gotten a little easier since he's gotten his AEW figures and Marvel Legends. You know, if you can find a deal on them, pick them up. This wasn't like outrageously cheap. It is easy to come by Legends figures every now and then without the Build-A-Figure, and with this one, this just happened to be one I didn't mind. eBay package number two is none other than Breezango, and admittedly, both of these are going to end up being used for customs. I have some stuff in mind, but I picked both of these figures up for $18. So $9 each, both really cheap. I couldn't pass that up. I am in the process of putting together some Singh Brother or some Bollywood Brother customs, and I'm going to use these pink boot tassels, I guess we'll call them, for at least one of them, and then I'll probably pick up another pair to use for the other brother. So these figures actually, the Fandango I'm going to use so I really like those pants mold. We don't get a lot of figures with that mold. We get like the bigger Bray Wyatt legs a lot. We get the jeans mold a lot. And these are like a good in the middle. So I've thought about using them for like Tommy Dreamer, Steve Blackman, Shannon Moore, if you are a ruthless aggression aficionado. But there's a few people that I could use these legs for, and a package deal of $18 I was pretty excited for. The figures themselves, I do have these in my collection already, or else I wouldn't use them. I think these are really, really good figures. We do have the true effects on the Tyler Breeze head scan, I think. I'm pretty sure. Not on the, I don't think we do on the Fandango head, but I think these are two fantastic figures that are kind of forgotten about just because I think when they came out, like Breezango had already kind of like moved on, like they weren't really doing their thing. I don't remember, but I thought these guys are really funny, and if you don't have these figures, you should go pick them up. These are some of the best, or maybe not best, some of the more underrated, a couple of the more underrated Mattel figures that we've gotten. I think these are spot on. Besides Fandango's ungodly ripped torso. You got to do a torso swap on him. I don't know why they have that torso even in... I don't know why they even made it. They've never used it for anyone like besides Fandango, and he's not this like super jacked up dude. But anyway, these are going to be used for customs, but nonetheless, I'm excited to pick them up again. So I'm going to now open up the big box I got, and we can check that out one by one together. Alright, here we go. I have opened up the box. I have looked inside just briefly at the top. I haven't gone digging through anything, but this is the first figure I grabbed out. So this is the Battle Pack Triple H, and this is one of the best Battle Pack figures we've gotten. When we got this, and essentially it's an elite. It came with a Daniel Bryan and some like handcuffs back when they had their Authority storyline. We've got short-haired Triple H. Obviously, he does not have the suit jacket on, or the coat part. He's missing his tie, but that's not a big deal. I have extra like suit pieces that I can use. What is important is we have the whole rest of the body, so it gives me a lot of options. It's just the black, so just about anyone can fit in here. I would like to have like an Eric Bischoff in a suit. A lot of guys I'd like to have in a suit, so we'll go somewhere with this. Next up, and I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to not talk too long. This is a big bag. So we've got basic Daniel Bryan. Looks like his foot there's a little mangled up, but that's okay. We can clean up that head scan. We can use those knee pads. Make a cool custom with that Daniel Bryan. We've got a basic Yoshitatsu, which I don't have this basic. I did have his other one, and then I do have his elite. He did the equivalent of nothing in WWE, but he did get some pretty tight figures. So you know, you win some, you lose some. Next up, we've got an Elite Dean Ambrose. And obviously, I buy these lots for the elites so that I have extra parts, and every now and then you get a couple gems in there that can actually go into your collection. Elite Dean Ambrose is not one of those gems. He's definitely going to be fodder, but I always like getting more Gene figures. We've got the Elite 33, I believe. Or nope, not Elite 33. That head scan from a little later. No, maybe that is 33. I think we got the first Seth Rollins figure in Elite 26 that has like the ponytail. That's the Elite 33, I'm pretty sure. We got basic Jinder Mahal there, and these all look they look like they've been through it. They've seen some things, and that's okay. We get these as fodder lots to do stuff with, use for customs. So they're valuable pieces, especially with these old basics. They've got the arms. The old basics had good arm articulation. They, for the longest time, had the same articulation on their arms as the elites did. So we've got knee pads to use. We've got pegs from the knees we can use. We've got head scans that can be used. And all these arms, like, you know, I won't just simply buy basic lots, but I will buy stuff where I can utilize the actual parts. We've got a Bo Dallas basic here. I'm excited to get some more white knee pads. Get those plain generic arms with the white knee tape, or with the white tape. We've got a basic. See, now I can't remember. Dash Wilder was his WWE name. We've got another Daniel Bryan that has so much dirt and grime on his face that it looks like he's got a wash on his face, and it actually looks okay. Here we go. What do we got next? We've got a Brian Pillman. His legs are a little wonky there. We can get him to stand up, though. Well, here's a cool one. I think this is from a battle pack. I think. I want to say this is a battle pack with Rey Mysterio. We've got a basic Rob Van Dam. And, you know, it's a cool attire. I'm never going to be upset with Rob Van Dam's. Obviously, you can't really just straight up convert that to an elite, but cool. It's RVD nonetheless. Like I said, there are some elites in here that I looked at. I was like, oh, I can get a good deal on these. I'll pick them up. And then the basics are extra pieces. What do we got next? Dolph Ziggler with a boot swap, and not only a boot swap, but his left foot is on his right leg, and his right leg is on his left, and he is wearing a Ultimate Warrior boot. So who knows? Maybe he was doing something fancy in a pick fed to whoever owned these before. We've got another Brian Pillman. We've got a basic Sami Zayn with one of his more like lame head scans. He's just kind of looking at whatever. Oh, what do we got next here? We've got another basic Dean Ambrose with like the first head scan we ever got of him. The slicked back hair. We've got an elite Roman Reigns, which, you know, you can never have too much of the tribal chief. No vest on him. I don't know if there's one in the rest of the package. We can take a gander in a second. We've got Elite 38 Daniel Bryan. This figure I like. I really like the head scan, but when they did the head scan, they painted the they molded it in brown and painted the face, and I think that the paint they use for the face looks really bad. So what I'm going to do is repaint this whole thing, give the hair a nice dark wash, give the beard a wash, do some dry brushing, and like really bring out the hair and redo the face, and I think it can look really nice with a repaint. Got another Elite Jon Moxley / Dean Ambrose. Here we go. We've got a basic Sin Cara. That was his later time when he was Hunakara. And we were running out of space there. I had to back it up a little bit. Here's an interesting find. We've got a Roman Reigns Elite, and he's wearing a shirt, but it definitely does not belong to him. It belongs to one Jeff Hardy, which I don't think that I don't remember there being a Jeff Hardy in this lot, and I think it's from his TNA figure. So we've got, oh man, these feet need some TLC. But when you buy a big lot like this, you're gonna have figures that need some TLC. That's okay. We've got, so like I said, here's this Roman. It's another Elite Roman. I honestly will probably go and try and make every single Roman attire we've gotten, which just means like changing his gauntlets and getting the right vests. But I think that I have a bunch of Elite Romans, not enough to just outright make every attire of his, but I think that's something I'm going to do just because. Like I said, you can't have too much of the tribal chief. Next up, we've got basic Rowan here. Oh man, we're starting to lose. We're falling over. We're losing, guys. Another basic Dean Ambrose. Whoever had this lot must have been a big fan of the Shield. You can tell, so I got this off Facebook Marketplace. You can always kind of tell, like, when it's just a parent selling off their child's old collection to 30-year-old guys with YouTube channels, because they all are from around the same era. So like all of these basics are kind of from like the same time. So you're seeing a lot of like these authority figures, Roman Reigns elites. You got that Dolph Ziggler, a bunch of these Dean Ambrose. Here's another. We got basic Randy Orton. Again, from that Authority storyline. And then I got a second Triple H. That one does have the tie on him. Just got to find the suit coat. We've got another guy that has to do with the Authority. We've got the basic Seth Rollins in his like first attire he had once he left the Shield. We've got the so we've got a basic Edge, and it is literally the figure that I did for the giveaway in basic form. It's his WrestleMania 27 attire with the orange and the white. Same exact one I did for the giveaway. We're coming down to the wire now. Got only a few left. We've got another basic Sin Cara, this time in red. Oh my, oh lucky day. Another basic Dean Ambrose. Oh what will I do with my new mountain of Dean Ambrose basics? Maybe that'll be the next giveaway. Next giveaway is going to be 40 Dean Ambrose basics. Here we got a Miz basic. We've got another basic Daniel Bryan. Different attire. This head scan, they did the same thing. They casted the head in brown and then painted the face, and I just think it looks I just don't think it looks good. And then again here, so I remember these all coming out kind of together. This is Elite 38 Macho Man in his Slim Jim attire. So I do have this one already. I think this figure is really awesome. They repainted it for that San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Macho Man that we got, which I didn't pick that up. I didn't feel like spending up to get that one. But it is still a tight figure nonetheless. This did not come with the cowboy hat. He came with a rib wrap that had or a rib wrap that just went on him. He did wear that often in WCW. I remember him, especially like a few figures wearing that. So he came with that. He came with some sunglasses and a cowboy hat, but no accessories in this lot. I think I knew that, and that's okay. Next up, so these I was pumped about because I want to do customs with these guys, but their head scans are, so not just the head scans, their figures are really hard to come by. Maybe not hard to come by, but they're expensive, and I don't want to pay a lot of money just for head scans. So we got a battle pack of the Legion of Doom in their blue attire. The figures themselves are not bad. I think they look pretty good. We got them in the blue, but they're dirtied up enough that I'm just going to go ahead and make some new customs. I already have some ideas in mind, and yeah, like these were a couple of the things that like originally caught my eye when I was looking at this lot. Next up, and this is the last figure that I found in the box. So this one I was really pumped about. I have it in my collection. The one I have though is pretty beat up. So even though we got this big lot with a bunch of stuff that's just a little dirtied up, stuff that's going to be used for fodder, this one will not be. I might actually repaint my other one. I got the Hall of Champions Undertaker, which I have not seen around a lot. I never saw it in stores. The one I got was on eBay. It didn't cost too much when I got it, but it is a little bit harder to come by. So I was really, really pumped when I saw this in the lot, and seeing this, and then the Legion of Doom, as well as just the other elites that I can use for everything. I hopped on this pretty quickly. So that's going to wrap up today's figure finds and unboxings. I've got plenty of other videos unboxing larger boxes than what we've even got today. And, hopefully we've got more coming down the pipeline. So if you want to go check those out, click the video that's going to pop up here shortly. Remember to please like, share, subscribe. I always appreciate it. And lastly, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy figures. Figure Dude, out.